What's up, guys? Mary Gaming here, back with some more AFK Journey, and today we are going to be going in against Thalassa. She's a frustrating boss, and in reality, there are not many variations of teams that people are using to get this boss down. The setups are almost the same. If you don't have twins, your damage is going to plummet. This is the most important hero to have on this squad, legit. Like, I think like the lowest team with twins is like in the 90-ish billion range for like the top players. Once you drop down from that, you're dropping like 10 to 20 billion damage without twins. Now, the good thing is the setup is almost identical for every team. You're gonna have the twins in a line here. You're gonna have Ludovic, of course, and you're going to have Reiner supporting right around Shemira. You're gonna have Smokey and Mirki. His positioning is a little flexible where you put him, and of course you are going to be using the harmonic spell. Everything is straightforward, but Shemira, that is pretty much the must. I think every one of these teams is going to do much better with Shemira. Granted, if you don't have Shemira, you're going to go to the tried and true Odie. The interesting thing is, now in Endless, we're just not using Talene like at all anymore, which is kind of crazy. Usually, like, Talene has been like one of the go-tos for this boss. I think because Shemira now exists, that kind of just kicks her right off the board. But you'll see here in this fight right here, Shemira is just godly for this one, because you know there's always three targets up. There's the two tentacles and the main body that you're hitting here, and the fact that Shemira's ultimate is just literally chain casting in this fight is absolutely insane. You can see we're already at 50 billion and we're like 15-20 seconds into this fight, which is just insanity. Smokey Mirki, of course, pumping out that damage with the third ultimate. You know, the fact that, you know, the twins just give a ton of extra energy boost here is just so powerful. It really comes down to what your investment is in your heroes. If for some reason your Odie is in a more powerful state than your Shemira, then you have to consider and take that into account. I'm going to try both of these strategies here, since these strategies are almost identical except for the artifact you use. I'm going to show you the Shemira strategy, and I'm going to show you guys the Odie strategy, which is still a very strong one. And you see, for us, we're not going to be quite hitting that 1 billion mark. We're like at the 85-86 billion mark. Still very good. I think our previous attempt we got to 90, which is solid. There is a lot of RNG. We use literally the same exact team, and you can see a 5 billion damage difference. Now, if you do want to use the Odie strategy, same exact positioning, you're just going to change over, and you're going to be using the overcharge spell instead. Essentially the same exact setup, same exact everything. And we'll just actually skip this to show you guys some final numbers on this. Odie strategy can be very good. You see 80 billion, not quite there. I think Shemira is going to be the best play for us. So kind of like what we did yesterday, need to make sure our setup is correct. And then you got to learn to hit the skip button a lot. You want to skip these battles and see if you can break your record with your attempts. A lot of days it's like you don't really need to go crazy with what you got going on, but if you just try to RNG this the best you can, you should end up with a higher damage number. You can see it's all over the place. We did like as low as 85, and we've done as high as 90, I think, with this team. So just give it a go. There is definitely a lot of RNG. A lot of our numbers are going much lower though. And you can see everybody's pretty much using the same squads here. There's very little variation here. You see this is the exact same thing. For some reason, doing it manually, like letting the battle run, seems to give me better results. I know that's just like bias, like a little small sample pool bias, but yeah, this is definitely something to keep in mind. You're gonna need the RNG. You can see right there we almost got to 88. There's tons of it. I do want to see, for science sake, because we have such a powerful Talene, what the damage numbers look like nowadays with Talene instead. Whew. Yeah, don't use Talene. So make sure you got your Shemira built. If you don't, Odie will still work, but Shemira is the new meta on a lot of these bosses, so make sure you got her built. The banner's still up. It's definitely worth building. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. I'll see you guys next time.